I'm often asked to explain what is possibly one of the most popular strategies here in property investment in South Wales, and that is the BRR principle. That is buy, refurbish and refinance. Now what that essentially means is that you buy a rundown property which you can add value to. You add the value by refurbishing that property. You then refinance the property at the current market value for a property in that refurbished condition. And that means you can pull most, if not all, of the investment you've put into that property out of it, and you can go again. So as you can see, it's a fantastic way to build a property portfolio very quickly. So what do we need first? We need a property that we can add value to. Once we've found the suitable property, we need to jump to the end. We need to start with the end in mind, and that is looking at what the property would be worth in newly refurbished condition. And we can do that by looking at comparable values of sold properties in that local area. Once we know this, we can then take our margin, we can then take our refurbishment costs, we can then take what I call our soft costs, i.e. our legal and our stamp duty, our insurance costs, everything that adds in there, off this figure, and that will give us the amount that we can offer for this property. We put the offer forward, and if the offer is then accepted, our project begins. We need to be mindful of how much we're spending on this refurbishment. How far do we go? Have we gone too far? What do we need to do to maximize the end value of this property without going over budget? Once the refurb is complete, there are two things that we need to do. First of all, we need to tenant the property, and secondly, we need to start the refinance program. We need to achieve a current market value for this property in its newly refurbished condition that will then give us enough, after we keep the equity as deposit, to return all of our funds that we put into the deal in the first place. Once those funds are returned to us, we can go again. And that is the BRR Buy Refurbish Refinance principle. If you want to know more about this, please drop me a line and I'd be happy to help.